Need Pokemon Go PvP coaching? Well, I'm on Metafy, so click the link in the video description. It'll take you right to my page. What's up, guys? I've got a very exciting video today. Today, we actually have one very specific Patreon supporter to thank, and that is Scvanderhorst. Those of you who have watched my earlier videos about the advanced mechanics, this is the guy who helped me out with a lot of the testing and of all the the charge move timing, fast move timing, undercharging, all that stuff he helped me with. And since then, he's come a long way, actually smashing through Legend with a very exciting Sinnoh Cup team. I don't normally feature a lot of people's other teams. I really have to believe in them, and they have to be a high enough level team to at least make a leaderboard appearance, in my opinion. And obviously, as Scvanderhorst has proved this himself on the leaderboard. And yeah, let's take a look at some of the gameplay. I haven't watched the video myself, so I'm very excited to see how this team goes. I personally could not make the Shadow Magenezone work, so that's why I thought this was actually such an impressive team, actually making the Shadow Magenezone work all the way up to Legend. Alright, so here we have Shadow Magenezone lead. It's an ABB, right, with Cresselia and Gallade. This is probably the worst thing you can see. Gastrodon, got to get out of there. But luckily, there's two good answers to Gastrodon in the back. Unfortunately, Vashon counter switch against Cresselia is not ideal. It's going to throw Grass Knots. Yeah, this is going to be a longish middle matchup here. Throwing with good timing as well. I can see he's learned from the advanced mechanics videos he helped put together. But he's just looking to soak up the damage from this Bastion here. I would be surprised to see a shield come out from either side in this scenario. This looks like kind of a wash. Hopefully Magnezone can get a farm down of this Bastion or come out of that matchup with some energy, or at least take out the Bastion before it is able to get to a flamethrower. But this Bastion looking to farm down Cresselia is not going to be able to do it actually without taking a Grass Knot. And oh, we're not going to see a shield there, but they do throw their energy, not committing to the full farm down. Is going to be very close, and this is pretty good scenario for Magnezone to be in, is able to get the farm down without having to shield a flamethrower. And I'm sure we're likely to see staying in for a little bit to get this Wild Charge off. Wild Charge does do a decent amount of damage to Gastrodon, and I guess that's what he's looking for, just a little bit of damage here. Hopefully Gallade doesn't have to throw a Leaf Blade anymore. Maybe Gallade will be able to just farm down instead. Unfortunately, we are going to see a Drapion here. Going to no shield up the Aqua Tail and throw Leaf Blade bait. Hoping to probably get to that close combat, but it looks like his opponent still has one shield remaining. So this is going to be a very, very tough game here. Goes for the Leaf Blade bait again at this point. And tries to swap into Magnezone, but it is not meant to be. Unfortunately, this Drapion is going to get an Aqua Tail off, and Magnezone is going to have to get to two moves, which definitely not going to be able to get to versus that Gastrodon. So rough start here, sitting at 29.56. Just a good 4-1 away from Legend. We have Shadow Magenezone versus Empoleon. This is a very important matchup, and this is the main reason why I quit playing this team in the first place. But it doesn't look like we're going to see it played out to completion. I have some notes from Scvanderhorst about how he likes to play this matchup, and apparently they're very important, and I would agree. So Shadow Magenezone is going to throw a Wild Charge and dip, saving another Wild Charge for that Empoleon in the back, able to catch that Moonblast on Cresselia. And obviously, once you hit their Cresselia with a Wild Charge that takes out half of its HP, your Cresselia is going to be in a pretty good spot here. So he's going to look to tank up all these moves and likely even just get a farm down out of the scenario. This is actually a fantastic counter swap. These bulky Pokemon, sometimes the best counter swap is that Pokemon themselves. Just because if you have that HP advantage already and you're not dealing very much damage, well, that means you can come out of that matchup with a ton of energy. In this case, gets the Grass Knot off. Gonna no shield the Hydro Cannon up. And Empoleon's kind of low. Gonna throw the Mirror Shot, but it gets caught by the Gastrodon in the back. But luckily, there's still Gallade, and this matchup, I'm not really sure how it plays out, but it looks like Gallade is dealing a little bit more damage. Finally gonna throw the Leaf Blades here in order to try and get some shields. Or take the Gastrodon out. Throws just one more. Probably would have went for the Leaf Blade right there, just because hopefully you don't sneak a move through, but so Gastrodon's able to actually take down the Magnezone, but Magnezone's able to spark down the Gastrodon and get to the Wild Charge final wild charge to take out this Empoleon. 2 shields remaining, but of course that Gastrodon had a lot of energy. Well played to both sides actually. His opponent not throwing energy and just trying to go for that fast move pressure. Almost ends up winning that game. This game with Togekiss lead. I've not seen that one before. In comes Skuntank, and it's Bite Skuntank. This is a bit scary because obviously the backline can't really handle Bite Skuntank very well, and Shadow Magenezone is not the best answer to it either. As you can see, these bites are really just chunking through Shadow Magenezone. So Shadow Magenezone goes down. Oh, this is a tough scenario. Going to come in with the Gallade. I expect to see a no shield here just because it's going to be locked into the Togekiss anyways. So it's just a matter of taking down that Biter. And then we have the Togekiss come in. And Cresselia, much better matchup versus Togekiss than Gallade. Obviously the fighting sub-typing, meaning Gallade is going to take some super effective damage. Moonblast going to deal quite a bit of damage, but unfortunately, yeah. This was my Sinnoh Cup experience too. A lot of just biters out of nowhere. But on to the next game, right? Sets are 5 games, not 3 games. We have Shadow Magenezone versus Empoleon lead again. So we're going to see what happens here. He goes for the Mirror Shot bait. So this is important because not only does the Mirror Shot bait save you 1 spark, but I think it's because he let them move through there. But if he doesn't let them move through, you can get to 10 sparks, and 10 sparks is enough for 1 Mirror Shot and 1 Wild Charge. So kind of important matchup. In this case, we have Drifblim counter swap to that Cresselia. This is a pretty tough matchup as well. But Cresselia actually wins the 0 shield here because Moonblast 2 shots and you just outpace the Drifblim. And now there's a 2 shield advantage going on for this Gallade in the back. Actually going to come in with a Gallade and farm down. Very interesting. I guess this is good. You're going to be able to hit this Empoleon with a close combat or a wild charge, either way. And the farm down is complete of that Drifblim through some lag. Wonder what we'll see coming next. It's the Frostlass, and honestly, I don't know. This is going to be very hard for the opposing team to take out this Gallade. 2 Leaf Blades is going to be enough. And they both swap at the same time. Empoleon going to be able to get a move off on this Magnezone. Very smart no shield. As he sees his win condition here. He needs to save this shield for his Gallade. Going to need to Leaf Blade this Empoleon once and Leaf Blade the Frostlass once. But now he's at 2 moves, so it's just a matter of, does Gallade win CMP versus Frostlass? Yes. Yes, it does. Very, very easily, actually. And he's going to salvage this game. Very tough lead, too, right? Oh, not tough lead. Empoleon, but tough counter swap, tough backline. All right, Weavile leads. So this is a great lead for Shadow Magenezone. Actually, well, not a great lead, but it's pretty good. I played this out once as well. You have to shield up whatever they throw. That's fine, but they're going to have to shield up whatever you throw because the Mirror Shot here is super effective and Weavile is extremely squishy. So we'll see what they do. They swap into Cresselia, and once again, I expect to see the same play here with the Wild Charge and dip into Cresselia. Just because this is just a very hard counter. As long as they let that Wild Charge through, this is just a guaranteed win. And not only just a guaranteed win, but a guaranteed win and a ton of energy. So you're going to have to tank up a couple Moonblast. That's okay. And yeah, charge up quite a bit, throw another Moonblast, and then farm down this Cresselia. So even if you have to take a little bit of damage here, that's okay. Ending this matchup with more energy is more important, so correctly no shields. And in comes the Weavile, throws the Moonblast. We'll see if the Weavile actually shields this. They might just sacrifice it at this point. They actually do shield it. But Cresselia has enough energy, it's going to be able to get to that second Moonblast and take out this Weavile. Yes, that's easy to take out. And then in the back is Gastrodon, and Gallade will make short work of this. A little bit of an overtap there, but Leaf Blade, double super effective. Going to absolutely shred this Gastrodon. There's another win. We'll see if he can keep this going. Another Empoleon lead. I mean, this is the most common lead in Sinnoh. I'm not surprised. So goes for the bait again. Apparently every Empoleon shields, so makes sense. And then because he gets that, he actually swaps and catches. Okay, I'm seeing some different plays. This makes sense. Into the Cresselia. Throwing the Grass Knot. It'll be really close to KOing here if they let this through. Yeah, and they keep their Cresselia alive with a little bit of HP. In comes Roserade. So Roserade actually resisting Grass Poison, resisting both charge moves from Cresselia, but Cresselia can deal quite a bit of damage, or these Psycho Cuts kind of add up. So correctly, no shields that Grass Knot, and Cresselia is able to actually get to a Moonblast here. This is going to deal some serious damage, actually KO the Roserade. And Frostlass comes in. This is looking pretty good at this point. There is that Empoleon still in the back. I'm actually surprised we're going to see a Wild Charge here. Mirror Shot does almost as much damage to the Frostlass for a fraction of the cost. Actually, no, I think Wild Charge is significantly more. Whoops, did not sub that one out, or edit that one out, but that's okay. On to the next one here, we have Empoleon versus Magnezone yet again. So we'll get to see once again what can happen in this matchup. It's going to be once again a shield on the Empoleon. This time the Empoleon does get the Desync CMP tie in. That's okay. He actually goes for the switch here to save the Wild Charge for later. In comes Frostlass, and Frostlass versus Cresselia is one of those matchups where Cresselia actually doesn't do too bad. I mean, you're going to lose the matchup, but not in the Zero Shield. Well, we'll see. We'll see if there's enough residual damage from the... Actually, it doesn't even matter. In this case, though, I would be throwing the Grass Knot into Frostlass, just because Grass Knot 2-hit KOs the Frostlass regardless. So there's no real reason to go for that Moonblast there. You just have a little bit of extra energy. Yeah, big Grass Knot. Burns the shield, and we see the Wombo combo play right into the Shadow Magenezone. This Wild Charge is going to overkill that Magnezone by about 20 times. In comes a Cresselia, and Hands of Steel doesn't throw the Mirror Shot, goes straight for that Wild Charge to make sure he gets that damage off. This game is still not over though. Cresselia, if Cresselia gets to a Moonblast versus Gallade, it's kind of game over. I'm actually surprised to see him come in with the Gallade instead of the Cresselia. I might have come in with the Cresselia just to soak up some energy, but Gallade's going to be able to get to that Leaf Blade before Cresselia is able to manage to get to the Grass Knot plus Moonblast. And there we go. Set salvaged. You know what? Maybe time for... Or wait, no. We're maybe in a later set already. Ooh, Pachirisu lead. This is a bit tricky. I assume Pachirisu wins this just because it's so much bulkier. We're going to see a Wild Charge get thrown. And I don't imagine this does very much damage. And a swap to Cresselia to catch what is likely a Thunder Punch at this point, trying to catch that Magnezone. Ooh, they actually went for the Thunderbolt. No bait. Yeah, and Cresselia's not too bad here. They actually swapped to the Frostlass to catch a move. I don't know if this is the correct play here. Yeah, and here we go. Here we see the Grass Knot come out instead of the Moonblast. Gonna let the Shadow Ball through, though. Oh, wait, we didn't see the Grass Knot at all. Sorry, got a bit distracted. Am I missing something? I feel like Mirror Shot is the better move versus Frostlass at that HP, just because then you're not forced to switch out. Maybe the real play is to bait that Pachirisu into throwing some energy at the Magnezone. But we're going to see a Cresselia come in and counter switch this Gallade. And yeah, this one's not looking so great. The benefit is Gallade does put out a little bit more fast move pressure and outpaces a little bit to the expensive move at least. But it's going to take a little, maybe a catch, I think, to be able to win this game at this point. And the switch timer is back up. The switch timer is back up. The Magnezone almost has a move as well. Oh, they actually no shield. Very interesting play. They must know the matchup very well. And Pachirisu comes back in, and unfortunately for Magnezone, it's already got a ton of energy. It's going to be able to take down the Magnezone. Yeah, I would like to see a catch attempt, but Magnezone did have quite a bit of energy. And you know what? Doesn't even matter. That's Legend right there. Take that screenshot. Congrats on Legend so early in the season, and with a team that you made yourself. Very impressive. Either way, we got a Bronzong switch in here into Magnezone. You know what? We're doing a victory lap. These are a couple more games. I asked him to record a couple more just because 13 minutes, a little bit short for a video. I'd love to see some more gameplay of this team. And I honestly, my biggest regret is not building a Gallade for Great League so I could try Gallade and Sinnoh, because Gallade seems like it would be a lot of fun. So we have that Bronzong switch in to Magnezone, and we're going to swap the Cresselia into the Bronzong. A bit of a questionable switch, I would say, but kind of did want to keep the Magnezone for that lead. And they're actually going to hard swap. Wow, this is actually going to give a Scvanderhorst a shot here. Gallade, is this a 2-shot? That's hilarious. I might not have shielded this just because it's going to be a Mud Bomb, but at the same time, 2 shields remaining, and Bronzong with all that fast move pressure, it's a bit of a tough win here regardless. So I think shielding that up, not too bad. Yeah, going to shield up whatever this Magnezone throws. And we're going to see the close combat come out. So this is 2 close combat stored. First one's going to easily take out this Abomasnow. This is an Ultra League. Even in Ultra League, it takes out. And the second one should pretty easily take out this Bronzong as well. But yeah, with the Abomasnow lead, I think you might want to just keep the Magnezone on the Bronzong, go for double wild charge, and then maybe put Cresselia or Gallade on the Abomasnow after. Because yeah, Cresselia versus Bronzong, not the greatest with the addition to Payback. Is this a... Yes, that is a Razor Leaf Abomasnow. Very interesting. Scvanderhorst is going to throw these double wild charges here and then swap into Cresselia. So you might not think of Cresselia as a Bastrodon counter, but when the Bastrodon's at 10% HP, a lot of things are a Bastrodon counter. Is that a Flash Cannon? Yeah, probably for the Bastrodon Mirror. We're going to see the Grass Knot get thrown here. I'd like to see no bubbles hit. Oh my god, perfect play. Good undercharge. And just goes for the farm down. Actually, unfortunately, they're able to switch out because of throwing the double wild charge. But this Bastrodon's not really in a position to deal too much damage anymore. Razor Leaf Abomasnow gonna get to a move. Actually gonna shield this one up and get to the Moonblast. Yeah, this game is getting a little bit complicated. Hard switch into the Magnezone. And do you know what? I think this is a no shield here. I think that's perfectly fine. Let the Magnezone go down. Ooh, doesn't want to let this Abomasnow go out. So switches nice and quick. And we're probably going to see the third Pokemon come in here. Bastrodon will just get farmed down. And yeah, they try to make the catch. That's their 1-win condition. But Hands of Steel, yet again, not throwing right away. Just waiting until they switch. And there we have it. The Leaf Blade finishing the game off there. So Gallade carrying it out till the end as well. We have Drapion lead. This is not what you want to see with your back line, but Magnezone kind of has to deal with it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we have Bite. Oh yeah, I knew it would be Fellstinger too. Everyone's running Fellstinger nowadays. I would have liked to see a move getting thrown a little bit earlier, just to force them to shield up first. I like the Wild Charge thrown here to kind of... I was going to say to sacrifice the Magnezone, but instead, we're going to go 2 shields down. It's Gallade versus Cresselia. Confusion Cresselia. This is probably even worse for Gallade than Psycho Cut Cresselia. And we're going to see the fast move denial, go for the Leaf Blade, and maybe a CMP tie here. But I find it hard to believe that this Cresselia is not going to try and farm all the way down. Oh my god. And we have Gallade getting to the third Leaf Blade to take out this Cresselia. A little bit of a greedy play from his opponent, but somehow they're still in it. Drapion is an absolute monster. This Bite Drapion, really good against this team. No shield on this Fellstinger this time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Gonna throw the Moonblast. Come with the Magnezone. In comes Bilbro. No, not quite gonna be able to get to the Wild Charge, but Cresselia does have a shield. Cresselia outpaces to Grass Knot. It's gonna take 2 Grass Knots maybe to take out from this HP though. And he knows it. He's going up. He's charging up a little bit. Grass Knot gonna deal quite a bit of damage, but unfortunately not gonna be... Oh! Second Grass Knot not needed, but second Grass Knot will be needed for this Drapion, and this resisted Grass Knot's gonna do just enough damage. Is that a little bit of lag there? I was gonna say a rage quit. No, not a rage quit. Nobody's rage quitting at this level. I don't think, well, that's a lie. Plenty of people do. And then there's a little bit of a climb after, and then I think there's just some more miscellaneous battles. So we have a Munchlax into Toxicroak. Oh man, this is exactly what you love to see. Gonna just farm down this Toxicroak. No shield needed. If you swap fast enough, they don't get to that Sludge Bomb. Only a Mud Bomb. And Munchlax is likely gonna just farm down anyways. What I would be doing here, I would have thrown the close combat right away. You want to give this Munchlax a little bit less farm because it's the bulldozers that really hurt the Magnezone here. So I would have just thrown it right away just so you go down a little bit faster. And good knowledge of the switch timer position there. Throwing the Wild Charge right away. Oh, and no, and having to shield up the Body Slam. I might have let this through and just put it all on the Cresselia, but this is kind of tough. Cresselia takes these super effective licks kind of well for a Psychic Pokemon, but they do really add up. And yeah, another Body Slam comes through. This is going to be a little tricky. It's all going to come down to what's in the back. It's likely another Anti-Fighter, right? We have the Munchlax in the front, Toxicroak in the back. Probably something, maybe, well, I was thinking a Ghost, but they're not switching out, so we'll find out. Oh, and it is a Gastrodon. Will Cresselia be able to make it to this Grass Knot? This Grass Knot doesn't KO, though. This Grass Knot does not KO at all. So this is going to be very close. Yeah, not quite. Still with the shield remaining. Magnezone not quite able to take out that Gastrodon. All right. Magnezone lead into Lucario. We're going to see the Gallade switch into the Lucario. Throwing the Leaf Blade because unlike Toxicroak, Lucario does have the ability to fight back. Versus Gallade with that Shadow Ball. In this case, it's a matter of do you want to use shields here? And they actually go for the bait. Wait, I wouldn't shield here either because that's a pup too. So you could take a shield advantage out of there, but that's okay. We'll see what comes in. Well, I mean, it should have been pretty obvious what was going to come in, I guess. We see the Leaf Blade come out here. And does a decent amount of damage. Gallade versus Drifblim is not as bad as you might think, even though Drifblim resists everything. Gallade is just so squishy, does a ton of damage. You're going to shield up an actual Shadow Ball here. They don't go for the Icy Wind bait. In comes the Toxicroak. It's the double fighter indeed. And Cresselia is a pretty good matchup here. But it has a shield down. So this, once again, is going to come kind of down to the wire. Going for the Grass Knot here. Very interesting. Oh, probably looking for the farm down afterwards. Oh, looks like this is just going to be a Mud Bomb, though. No, it is a Sludge. I miscounted. But Grass Knot undercharged. It's probably still going to take out the Toxicroak. No, it's going to be a tie. They're actually going to get a little bit of farm with that Drifblim. And Magnezone going to go for the Mirror Shot, which obviously isn't going to be enough if they let it through. Or is it? Is it? Oh, wait, no. Flying doesn't resist Steel. What am I thinking? This might be enough. Yeah, Magnezone's going to be able to take this win as well. So I think that's it. I think that's all the battles. Had a lot of fun casting this. Huge shout out to Scvanderhorst for sending me these battles and making the team just in general. This is awesome to see. Love to see Gallade, especially in Sinnoh Cup. Just such a fun Pokemon. Close Combat and Leaf Blade are just such nukes, and they're so cheap. And Confusion has so much fast move pressure. If it was a little bit tankier, it would be one of the best Pokemon in probably every league it's in, but it's not. So unfortunately, it's reserved for Sinnoh Cup. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of thing. Please let me know in the comments, of course. And as always, thanks for watching.